Hello, and welcome to Catherine's Low Income Prepping number 30 or 30, depending on how you want to say it. I want to tell you about what this site is about. I know I haven't posted for quite a while, and I apologize completely for that. Sometimes I get so burned out on things. I've been trying to take care of issues going on in my life. As I've said, I think a while back, my partner, she went in for an eye surgery. Excuse me, my hair is driving me nuts today. She went in for eye surgery. She got both of her eyes done, got new lenses and such and stuff. Oh, and the other day, back on the 28th, was her birthday. She turned 59. So, happy birthday to Tammy. Anyhow, or late belated birthday or whatever. Anyhow, right now, as you know, this whole channel is about low income, working on a budget. I'm nothing if not totally on a budget. So for all of you that are into it, and I hope I do have some people out there that are following me and watching my videos. And I'll try to do better in the future about posting. I'm going to start doing that better now because I've got pretty much everything taken care of that was causing me issues. Anyhow, please like and subscribe, and or dislike, or tell me what I'm doing wrong, or make a comment saying I don't like you, whatever. I like you. I don't like your shark shirt. You see, this is a shark shirt. It's a t-shirt. I love t-shirts. They're cheap. I get them used usually. This is low income, as they say. Prepping, it's on a budget. Anyhow, and survival. So, let's get into what I want to talk about today. Well, over this last year, we've been buying things. We picked up a couple of new guns, a few other things. So I've got my 22 stuff pretty much covered. We've got some what would be considered survival rifles, and I have a hunting rifle, and we have a shotgun, and so on and so forth. I don't see, as a prepper, myself or my partner ever having to get into a battle with anybody, which you never know. Mainly I got it for protection. I'm hoping that just the visage of it, me carrying it out in the open if the world falls apart, in that bad of a survival situation, which I understand there's all kinds of levels of survival. There's the power goes out for a couple of days and the water, and you have to get by, which is why we store water and we store food. You can't go down the store and buy anything if the power's out, because nobody knows how to take cash nowadays. All they know is how to read it across the scanner. That's kind of a joke there, but it's pretty much true. Anyhow, we're doing a budget. Pretty much got our camping gear put together. I need a couple of radio pouches and a pouch that CV Life, don't deal with them. Try to stay as far away from them as you can. I tried many times, and I've posted about this, and I've said things on the internet about it on some of my other posts, but they never got back to me. They never wanted to work out the issue. So I'm missing one pouch on my little backpack, what I call my assault pack or my day pack, that I'm going to actually put on the back of my big 110-liter Kelty pack. And I'm just going to pretty much have it empty except for certain things I don't want to put in that pack. So once I get out to the woods where I'm going, I can take the big pack down, and I can set up my camp, wherever I'm going to set up my base camp, and then I can put the other pack on with all of its gear and my belt. My belt has a bag on it. I have a couple of magazine carriers and some semi-automatic pistol carriers, magazine carriers, and I've got a knife and my survival knife and stuff. And I carry a skinning knife too, because I do hunt and I know how to hunt things. I know how to dress them down. I've been doing that since I was about 8 years old. I used to go coon hunting and possums and different types of birds with shotguns, mostly 22s when I was young. It's amazing, oh, let's make it 21 years old for people that have guns. No, I think you should be able to have a gun as soon as you're mature enough to have a gun. Should it be under adult supervision? Yes. And that adult should lock it up when they're not with you to take care of it. Excuse me, I got a sniffle here. Having a little bit of problem with that too again. But anyhow, gear, cheap gear. One of the things I did is this here. As you can see, it's a magazine holder. But guess what? There's no magazines in this. So what you do is you unsnap it. This is kind of a cheap one. And I carry my multi-tool in here, which is a Gerber multi-tool. And that's helped me out a lot when I hiked on the Appalachian Trail. Turning on faucets, especially on the Florida Trail, when I did the Florida Trail, because often the water they said was potable water turned out not to have a handle on it when I went to get it. So I could turn it on with that. But since then, we've also bought church keys, which will allow us to open it. And I also carry a knife here. It says Army on it, you just have to, think about what you need. I mean, I got this, and I got this is for everyday stuff. Then I got my multi-tool to take care of little repairs and certain things I might have to put together or unscrew while out in the field. And then I have my survival knife, which I use for dressing down big game and stuff, and usually carry an axe when I go out camping and stuff, so we got that too. One thing I found is that you end up with too much stuff. And like on my bag right now is about, with the tent in it, would be 28 pounds. And probably with the tarp closer to 29, because I'd like to have a tarp. And my friend's is around 21, 22 pounds with the tent in it. Mainly because I've got like a teapot. Oh, there's Bucky the Wonder Dog. He just went by in the back there. And, I like to eat, so I'm making sure I have a cooking pot, and I have a frying pan, and I have a teapot so I can make coffee or hot water for certain foods. And there's two of us, so we got to be able to boil enough for both, so that's why we have the teapot too. And there I go again, I'm sorry. All right, so I always get tongue-tied when I'm doing these videos, and I don't understand why. But anyhow, just remember, if everything fell apart and you had to pick up and leave tomorrow, only what you could drag and pull and carry on yourselves are you going to have. So like I said, my bag is 28 pounds. You figure that's going to be, with food and stuff, it's going to be closer to 40 pounds. I'd like to say 35, but I got to buy some lighter weight gear. To get it down right now, I just got gear. Basically, I'm filling out my gear, and then I'm going to figure out what it weighs. Got a lot of freeze-dry food right now. And I got a rolling bag that has skate wheels on it that you can put things in. It's camouflage, and it's real long. It's got all kinds of pockets on it. I figure we could put some bedding in there and wrap certain things up in there, take some extra stuff in that, load it up with some food and drag it along behind us. I know that isn't optimal, and I've listened to a lot of people talk about, hey, you don't want to have a cart because of that thing. But actually one day I'm hoping to have a cart instead of the bag, and the bag can go on the cart. Then I could have a bag for extra bedding, because I think comfort's important. But my bag and my friend's bag and our little auxiliary bags, those are, that's what we have to carry stuff in right now in the rolling cart. So just remember, if you ever have to leave your base of operations or your home, whatever you want to call it, you may have to do that. So let's talk about things that are going on. Ukraine's getting worse. We're getting into disputes in Syria with Russia. Wagner Group today said that they're going to start training to fight in NATO countries. That was on the news today, and not the regular news you're going to hear, but the news that comes over, the news bits and stuff that come over the news releases that most people don't pay attention to because they like to watch it on TV and they don't see anything else. They're saying now too that we've got all these heat things and fires and floods and all kinds of stuff that's going on, that the food supplies are dwindling down. And because of what's going on in Ukraine, I don't think, Ukraine's going to really do that much. But I think it's a lot of things. And they're having, wars and other problems in other countries and stuff. So I think it's disrupting supply chains again. Now it's not the COVID. It's fighting and the environment instead of a disease. So you might want to think about putting away a little more food and a little more water, people. As I always say. So let's see what else. You might want to get an extra pair of glasses if you can. You might be a long time before you can get any more glasses. Make sure you get all your equipment together. Start off small. Get everything you need. We got 4 water filters, actually, because I have an old backpacking filter I used on the Appalachian Trail. It's been cleaned out, and it's all set up to go again. I even put new hoses on it because they were dirty. So, you can do that. And there's all this. One thing I want to talk about is the prepping community. We all need to start getting along. I notice there's preppers that don't like Christians. There's preppers that are Christian. Even within those groups, they're putting down people who are different. If you're a prepper, you're a prepper. We all need to take care of each other. Just because I don't believe the way you do doesn't mean that I'm a bad person. And doesn't mean that I don't have just as much right to survive or to prep or to be part of the prepping community. There was a gnat flying by. Everyone needs to quit being gatekeepers. Gatekeepers exclude people. You need to be able to have the people, because you never know. Even a handicapped person who's in a wheelchair, if they're in your camp, if you end up taking them in, they can stir the pot. They can watch children. They can take care of other things. They might know how to sew. Everyone has skills. It's not just who can pick up the AR and run down through the bushes and trees and fight. There's going to be enough people that can do that. So it's time that we quit being gatekeepers and we start allowing people to be who they are. The Constitution is about freedom. The Bill of Rights is about freedom. I know some people want freedom for themselves, but they don't want to give everyone the freedom. Only if you believe the way I do. Come on, people. Let's move past that. Let's start caring about everyone. Try to get along with your neighbors. You might need them one day. Try to get along with people you don't really want to get along with, because one day you might need them. It's best to have somebody that you might be able to count on, but you might not be able to count on. You'll have to make that decision at that moment in time. So I'm running out of time now. I hope you all take care. Remember to like and subscribe or make a comment or whatever you want to do. Care about you all. Prep, get ready, and remember, if you're watching this and you're a prepper, you are the resistance. All right. Bye.